kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. On first down, Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll go option to the short side. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Fields. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. 2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Fields going to hold on to it. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. They snap it to Fields. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there. They'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Carr going to throw. Into the secondary, past the 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And that is where Darren Waller really excels. He led all NFL tight ends in yards after the catch in 2020. Another nice effort here.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who's going to stop him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Rolling to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. The 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
First down, a run with Cohen. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Cameron Curl up to make the tackle.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd and 7, Fields. That is hauled in by Jimmy Graham. Touchdown, Bears. Jimmy Graham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view. When you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Airing one out for Crowder. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Carr. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And Brian Edwards, the 3rd of 3 high draft picks the Raiders used on receivers last year, if you count Lynn Bowden. They got him in the 3rd round out of South Carolina. A big, strong, physical receiver. They expect more catches like the one we just saw there.
On first down, Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 24, Carr. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
To throw again on second down. Fields. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Fields now to throw. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way to the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, now Carr. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's A.J. Cole now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught inside the 20. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
53 yards. First down, Chicago.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. That's just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too. And Hunter Renfrow has given them great production for a 5th-round pick. 56 catches last season, and we know he's famous for being 3rd in Renfrow, but I think he's pretty good on 1st and 2nd down, too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me with enough touches, he can easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
On 1st down, Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A big play there for the Raiders.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one. It's the fair catch, a signal for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Now a play fake. Carr. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. On third down, it's Jacobs.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson, for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Fields on first down.
The connection made. It's Graham. A gain of 6 there on first.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6 at their 48-yard line.
Now Fields. Swings this out here for Cohen.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And the Bears are very happy to have Tariq Cohen back for situations just like this. 150 catches combined in 2018 and 19, but hurt his knee in week 3 a year ago. Having his shifty moves and great hands, a terrific asset for their offense.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Fields.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack.
Quentin Jefferson drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 11. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive.
And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And they finally get him down at the other 46.
It's a big play there for Vegas. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
60 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 3rd down, Jacobs. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Carlson is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow give the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Cohen gets it again on second. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And this will be a Bears first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. Play action. It's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And that play going absolutely nowhere. And now it's 4th down. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the rookie, Divine Diablo. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think, okay, he's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah.
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me.